girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
Video games, from the earliest roots on the Magnavox Odyssey to the captivating graphical advances of the PS5 and the Series X, have always had an identity, and that identity directly correlated to a genre. For as long as video games have existed, they've belonged to one of 8 distinct different genres. The action genre, where physical challenges and the motor abilities place the consumer in the center of the action. The adventure genre, one of the oldest genres out there, games not defined by story or content, but rather gameplay that allowed us to simply explore. The action-adventure genre, where 2 powerhouse ideologies converge, taking bits and pieces of both to overcome massive obstacles. The puzzle genre tickled our brains, while from pen and paper and tabletop RPGs stemmed the role-playing genre we all know and love today. For those who wanted to alter their reality from the comfort of their home, the simulation genre existed. And for those who test their mettle in the fields of glory, the strategy genre stood proud and tall. Finally, who could forget the athletes, the gladiators of human performance, who had their own genre, allowing us to play our favorite sports from the comfort of our couch. These genres have their own properties, their own subgenres, but this week, we're going to explore a subgenre of strategy games known as turn-based tactics. Need to update that. The thing is, I'm so fucking lazy, you know? Like, if I had the time to update every single intro every single time and just have a template, I would, but I really don't. I don't. Maybe I'll do it in the future. It's just, I don't remember how I made the other one, and I've been trying to figure out what effect I used for those, like, the transitions, the glitch transitions, but Premiere is a ficky bitch. And it like never works right, so it's just frustrating as hell. I hope everybody had a great Halloween today. I know that some people are like, you should be playing a scary game. I don't have any scary games I can just like pull out right now. So what I'll do is I'll probably just take the genre gauntlet thing, and I won't worry about any of the transitions because I should still have the voice file where I did it. And I'll try to do that. But for anybody who doesn't know, we are currently on genre gauntlet for the fighting genre. That'll probably come into effect next week at some point. But today we are continuing with Dragon Warrior 2 because we need to continue with Dragon Warrior 2. We got a night full of grinding, having fun, just... I don't know why the kids are screaming. Davina was terrified because one of my kids was in one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes that were like the shit 5 years ago. Everybody was doing it. and she did not enjoy that very much. In fact, she was terrified. She refused to leave the house for at least 20 minutes. It was hard to coax her out, but we did. What's up, Divine? What's up, Raptor? What's up, Zordon, everybody? Sideshow, thanks for popping in, saying happy Halloween. So, poor Davina. I got a video of it. See if I don't know if I can, like... You can hear her screaming, but I don't know if I'd send it on Facebook or something. But you can at least hear her scream. The first time that she turned the corner. Here.
Attention all units, Central Dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075
What's up, Zool? How you doing?
Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code
She's
3.
scared. She's scared. Alright, let's get into this. We need to play this. We need to beat this. We need to get it done and over with. It's a 16-hour JRPG, but knowing me, it's going to take a little bit longer because we are essentially taking our time with it. But let's go ahead and hop into it, continue where we left off. I don't know what city we're in. I recognize that music, though. I think we're in Leftwind. Did we teleport back to Leftwind, or did we just... Oh, man. Dragon Quest HD remakes? I mean, I'll play every version of a game that you'll want me to. It has to be voted on. Or specifically requested, if that makes sense. Up to. Alright, so what we're doing, I think next they mentioned a Tower of the Wind. We got all 3 of these characters, but because they make it to where you gotta level up every single person every single time, that's not happening anytime soon. So we're gonna, like I said, we gotta do a lot of grinding. Also, PETA has 0 equipment. Like, none of the equipment works right for her, which is a shame. She's also trash. Like, everybody's got the proper equipment. Listen here, you. It was just that one little sliver that was bothering me. I think it's because OBS fucks up every single time I move anything. She's poisoned. Hello. 2 magicians? Alright. We're gonna need fireball. Alright, that's that one. Good. We gotta level her up or else she's gonna die every single time. It's gonna be a gigantic waste. Oh yeah? By the way, this Sunday we're gonna be playing whatchamacallit with The Long Drive with Divine. So look forward to that. It'll be fun. What's up, Booster? How are you? Happy Halloween. Hope everyone had a great and safe night. We had a good night. Kids got tons of candy, which is always a good thing. All right, let's check our statuses and make sure everybody's got equipment on. Iron spear, chainmail, leather shield. So we need to save up for another leather spear if we can afford, or iron spear. Oh, I can afford another one. Yeah, let's do that. I am pretty sure. By the way, we are using supplemental resources because this game is like. The manual's kind of poo. So we're doing that. Reset, 110. All right. So the iron spear can be used by him as well. But from that point on, that's the best weapon that Airgas can use. Yeah. Let's go ahead and buy that. We'll get the iron spear, then we'll start saving up for a broadsword. Broadsword's a good weapon for me. Not many houses were giving candy? Really? You know what else I've noticed? I've noticed that, not a lot of people, they don't let you come to their house anymore. Like, they're in their driveway, which I'm fine. As a dad with that many kids, I don't really want, you know, my kids going to people's door. Alright, iron, chainmail, leather shield. Go ahead and sell that, chain sickle that he was using. What else you got? You got that bamboo stick, right? We don't want that. Leather armor. We don't need a leather armor. There's a lot of drops that happen. We got $7.99, now we just gotta grind for more stuff. We'll be alright. The long drives at the game where you gotta get out of the car. Yeah, something like that. You gave that, were they full-size Reese's? Because you can always tell a family that's got money when they start giving out, like, they start giving out the shit, you know what I'm saying? The full-size bars. That's how you know you've made it in life. 3 magicians, alright, we can do that. My kids are adults, passed out candy with brother-in-law, neighborhood kids are pumped for trick-or-treat. A lot of people were making, like, chili tonight. I got a bowl of free chili, which I'm never going to complain about. One baboon. Let's see if we can take out the baboon. Baboons are strong.
That's trash. You're just filling up my inventory with bloat, and I don't want it. Silly. You have always liked chili and jambalaya. Me? Oh, absolutely. Chili is the best. Yeah, a lot of people do trunk or treats now. Oh. Can we put him to sleep? We're having a fireball fight. How much damage is he just doing on his own now? $16 is good. Alright, is that Peta to 4? Nope, it's me. Oh, someone else too. You haven't had my chili. My chili's dope. Pete learn a new spell. We love it. He had pizza, Papa Murphy's. Good choice. We're not ready for that trek over there, though. We got a lot of power grinding to do. Your oldest daughter loves to hand out candy. I like making kids happy. So I know that whenever I get into my old age where I don't, like, all the kids are moved out, nobody's here, I'll probably be with Amanda sitting at the end of the driveway handing out full-size candy bars, because I make the kind of money that can do that, right? Kinder eggs? Well, yeah, Kinder eggs are dangerous, aren't they? I experience joy making other people happy when I struggle being happy myself, you know? It's part of living with mental health issues. You get used to it. By the way, my vape is turning into a vibrator. Listen, can you... hold on. I think that means that it's out of liquid. I can't tell. So when y'all hear that, just know I'm not diddling my anus over here. Give me more to fight. Because it's out of it. It's on it what I consider its burn cycle. If you're a vapor, you'd understand. Kinder Egg's not dangerous. The FDA decided America's too stupid to handle the candy. Well, no, the problem is that kids will just put shit in their mouth and they'll choke on it, because obviously one side is, what, just chocolate and the other one's like a toy? Kids are stupid. They're stupid. Fort, don't vibrate vape up ass to put the lips. No, I would never do that. By the way, if I get tired of grinding today, we'll go ahead and swap over to Genre Gauntlet. We are at 11 o'clock doing our priority shuffler. It's the only thing we're going to do today. Next week, we're going to kick off with the with those spins. And by the way, for anybody who wants Genre Gauntlet packs for stream loots, they're available right now, so... I just published them today. Getting our money. Do I have the broadsword already? No, I still have the iron spear. So the broadsword is going to be our next, like, monetary objective. Let's step over here and see what the bosses look like. This is the direction we have to go, so I'm kind of curious. So far, it's not too painful. We've also not run into a proper boss fight yet, so that's concerning to me as well. Smoke. Okay, so we are getting to harder territory. Well, that's a that's a group right there. All right, fireball the baboon, and let's try to put. Oh, Infernos. Okay, so she's got a offensive spell. That's good. Let's put the Cenopods to sleep. Now we got rid of the lizard fly. Didn't the baboon already fight? He gets 2 turns now. Oh, fuck! That's a double, man! Oh, bitch! God damn it. Would have been 98 experience, man. Bullshit. That'd have been epic XP for her. Alright, it's time to go to the Catholic Church and resurrect her.
Bend over you must, for I must bust a nut. Ready? Okay, here we go.
Jesus. No, you can't do anything for me. I'm upset. Yoda revives them, of course. Goodbye. Those are some strong rats. Yeah, we do have Kinder Joy. But the Kinder Eggs, I mean, you gotta understand, this is the same country that managed to somehow get their children killed by Pokemon balls in the 90s, so don't put anything past us. We're very silly as a country. Y'all remember those? That was a time to be alive. 4 magicians. Alright, show me what this Infernos can do. There we go. There we go. Killer job. Yeah, the easy bake oven. Can't have none nice in this country. We created lawn darts and then decided, hey, it'll be fun to throw them in the air and then run away from them really quickly. And then kids were getting, like, impaled and shit. I had the male version of the Easy Bake Oven. It was like a Chuck E. Cheese thing. How are we doing on money? Everything's so expensive. Damn, I chose the wrong one. You had the bug one? Was it like, you wanted the creepy crawly one? That's the one that someone in Wyatt and Twitch just mentioned, the bug one? Creepy crawly? I had it was a board game, I think it was called Bugs. Like you created these bugs out of Play-Doh, and if you landed on the thing, it was whatever. You You like squish it or something? Hold on, we gotta look this up. All right, bug board game 90s. Splat! That's what it was. You'd go around and like, you would create your bugs with this, and then if you land on Splat, this hand would like, yeah, you'd break it. Fucking Splat. I had this. I had this in the 90s. It was awesome. Saw what you're playing and decided to pop in. If you haven't played before, do not me macho and play without a guide. We are playing with a guide, to some sense. We have supplemental information, but I do not have a walkthrough. But I'm playing this like I played the first Dragon Warrior, to where we're like really building up before we take on the big objectives, so we got a lot of grinding to do. That should take them all out, right? Good job, Peter. Love to see it. I don't know if we're ready to take on the tower they were mentioning. Alright, where is this place? So we can kind of see where we need to go. So we need to go to the lake cave. No, not the lake cave. It looks like it's called the Tower of the Wind, which involves, I'm gonna have to zoom this in a lot to see. This is a horrible map. It's a very detailed map, but not in the sense that it's good enough for me. So we go there, and then we gotta, God, dude, why is this map so shit? I'm thinking what we need to do is, but how do I get there? Is it through the... Oh, what a bitch and a half. Are you serious? I mean, I feel like we could do this. You just gotta go all the way up here somehow. There's too much walking in this game. Monster Mash? Oh, really? That sounds fun. I think I remember that. I think I had it at like one of my daycares. They had a bunch of like board games from the 80s that nobody ever played that was just collecting dust, and we'd pull them down occasionally. This would have been in the early 90s, so it probably stuck around. Where's my Kindle at? Might have to pull this. We're gonna get this Kindle charged, and we'll have an ability to use a map, like an actual map I can look at. We'll know it's turned on because we'll hear it. So there's a bridge up there. I'm assuming that's the other side of Hamblin, maybe? Too late for you to RPG. What RPG are you playing? You're still on Octopath 2? Way back when I was like 6, I remember there's a board game, I think Top Gun. No, I don't remember seeing that, but that sounds awesome. We played a lot of Pictionary and hello. Alright, your time to shine.
Whatever your goal is, there's a Solgar for that. If you want to show up for those who matter most, there's...
Shut the fuck up. Alright, that should wipe out everybody. There we go. Yeah, that was a good mob. Who got it? Probably Escus. Oh, PETA! Good job. Proud of you, PETA. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I am. I know what I'm doing, I promise. Alright, the lizard's gone. Baboon's gonna try to take our health away, though. Ooh, shit's ain't looking so good. Alright. There we go. Getting some good XP though. Way better than I expected. Yeah, this walk is gonna be insane. How much money do we have? Do I have enough for my thing? Is that like 100 off? I think if we sold our spear, we could afford it. Alright, broadsword is 1.5. I can afford that right now. Alright, we don't need the club. Yes, I am. I'm also gonna sell my iron spear. Alright, 2,000. Ooh! Well, I gotta buy the broadsword because I sold my other thing. Got a lot of chance to upgrade our equipment here, and that's always a good thing. Alright, where's my pencil? There you are. Steel spear. Alright. Broadsword! So he's got a good solid weapon. Let's make sure it's equipped. Next, we'll be saving up. How much does that steel shield cost? So we need 3,000 more dollars. Great. 3,000. Can he wear plate? Let's check out our... We're on a guide right now. Okay, so full plate, only I can wear that. So full plate is 1,000 plus 25. Okay. And then the steel shield, only I can use as well. So it's 3,000 for just me, right? That's the only person that's getting anything. Because I'm the one carrying everybody in this party. Carrying everybody. Alright. I just stepped outside! Are you fucking kidding me? Run. Mean ass bandits. What are you doing? They were waiting in a line outside of town. It's insane. That's the way that this game rocks and rolls, though. It's like they don't mess around with encounter rates. And there's an item you can use to keep it from happening. It's the fairy water, but what's the point? I need the XP. baboon hurts a little bit more. Why is the lizard fly casting fireball? It's a fly! What's up, Crab? How are you? I went out as... I didn't go out as anything this year. But my kids, they all did like a Jurassic Park theme. So Davina was a little pink dinosaur. My daughter was obsessed with K-pop Demon Hunter, so she went out as like Remy. Or something like that. Alright, how are we doing on health? Pete is hurting. Everybody else will be fine for now. Dinosaurs rock, dude. I will say that whenever I was a kid, every Halloween I was a ninja up until like my high school years, and I started branching out. There's nothing like, I love ninjas. I've always loved ninjas. Alright, so I think we can make it. We can at least make it to the place. Which is nice. Stop poisoning me. Why is he only doing 7? That's his best weapon. It kills me. No, no, no. This is like the era of just like the most Hollywood generic ninjas you can imagine. One Magidrake. Alright, we gotta get rid of the Magidrake. Full Infernos, the Cinnapods. That should wipe them all out. I love seeing proper... Whoa! I love seeing proper, costumes. Because the costumes I had in the 90s, they were the most whack shit ever. You're just whack. Go to Spirit Halloween and, like, get a fabric that was like, incredibly flammable. Why are the magic ants? What? Alright, you gotta go. Now he's gone. What? We defeated the enemies. That's not a good weapon, though. It's a trash weapon. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, no, that same here. We just this is a stupid little mask. The Zimzam. Does anybody have any medical herbs I can just kind of blow through? No? I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried. That might be just a Final Fantasy thing.
He works at Zatrix Entertainment in Santa Monica, California, and is one of the 10,000 estimated game designers in the industry. His specialty? A game called Redneck Rampage, and it's not for the squeamish. It features violence, blood, and various insidious weaponry, and he makes no apologies for it.
The whole fascination with violence in video games is nothing more than an adjunct to what's going on in media and forever. I mean, you know, look back to, you know, Greek plays. You've got guys gouging their eyes.
Good old Zatrix Entertainment. What would we do without him? Hey, it's the Tower of the Wind. That's where we're going. There we go. Got a lot of money. We need to stay alive so that we can keep said money. Alright, this is the Tower of the Wind. What kind of enemies we got there? Megapede? Ow! It hurts. How dare you highlight that? Okay, alright, McShits kills the magician. You fireball the zombie. You infernos the big rats. How did that not kill the zombie? Hells yeah, brother. What are we doing? Very cool. You know, I've never played Redneck Rampage before. I've heard of Zatrix, but like I said, I've never checked out any of their stuff. There's a lot of cobras there. Alright, so using this on them is going to kind of be overkill. Also, there's 2 stairs. What do we got here? Okay, just a medical herb. Okay. Zatrix? I don't know. I've never checked out their library. Oh yeah, it is gray matter, isn't it? Alright, we should be able just to wipe them out. I like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. It's a good game. Alright, how doing on health? Should be alright. I did not push that button. Alright, so we got 3 stairs. Let's go ahead and pull up the Tower of the Wind map and see what we got. So level 1, A, B, C. Yeah, but where are we supposed to go? Okay, so apparently there's a very important thing here. The Cloak of the Wind. That's going to be the next upgrade for PETA. That's found on number 3, which we get to from E. Oh, brother. All right, we're going to go to GameFAQs real quick, and we're going to see if Starfighters did a Tower of the Wind. GameFAQs. Dragon Warrior 2 GameFAQs. Alright, Tower of the Wind. Nope, we only care about Starfighter stuff. There we go, Tower of the Wind. Okay, so C is 18. So it goes 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. What's on the 8th floor? Trying to... So I'm looking at a map that looks like this. It's really not that good. Trying to, like, connect the dots on where to go. So 3 to E. Okay. So how do I get to E? Because that's the only thing we care about this. It doesn't mention any bosses, neither does Starfighter's map. So if we go A, that brings us here. A to D, D to I to... Okay, so we got to go to E. So how do I get there? C won't do anything, B won't do anything. A, D, D, I, L, L, J. J doesn't do anything. Where does J bring us to? What the fuck? This is so impossible to understand. 18, 17, 17, 16, 16, 14. So my job is to get to 13. So 1 to 3, 3 to 12, 12 to 13, 13 to 14, 14 to 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18. Okay. Lord have mercy. Okay. We got to go here. We're going the right way. By the way, if you walk off the edges, you fall all the way to the bottom. So it's a good way to escape if we really want to. That's what we need right there, in that chest. And we do that by going here. I just came up the stairs. Thank you very much. Alright, so 3 to 12, 12 to 13, so we're going all the way to the bottom. I think there's some gold in here. There we go. Alright, 13 brings us to here. We gotta go in here. 14, 14 to 16. 3 Zimzams. Good hits. Wow! It's a lot of XP, it's a lot of money too. Do we have enough money for the, just shy. I think it... No. We need 3,000 altogether. If we're gonna get the steel shield plus whatever. Okay, so that brings us to 16. 16 paves the way to 17. 17 paves the way to... Alright, we can deal with zombie. Hell yeah. And we leveled up. We leveled up. I hope it's PETA. Hell yeah. Did she learn a new spell? She did! What's the spell? Surround, okay? So that makes it harder for them to hit us. That's always a good one. Cloak of Wind. Alright. Equipment. PETA. So, does he have it? Who's holding on to it? Alright, you trade this to PETA. Magic knife. I have to physically don it? Brother, what? That's stupid. Alright, now we just jump off the edge. Alright, so you notice how we went flying? That's what the Cloak of Wind does, so... we can go ahead and cast Return. That'll bring us back. Let's get a good save. Look to the left, thank you. Alright, how we doing? Let's see, I think it was, what, 1,500 for the full plate? Or maybe I'm thinking of the broad shield. Alright, 1K for full plate armor, so let's go sell our armor that we're wearing right now. Chainmail. Got some good attack, good defense here. Doing good for money. And we're not fully healed, but we should. Alright, so the question is where we're going next. If we're going off of this map, the next one is the Dragon's Horn, which is 11. And that is pretty far away. Is that another journey? So it looks like it's to the southwest down by Moonbrook. Who's messaging me? Alright, I'll be right back. When we get back, we'll do our priority shuffler, okay?
I played a lot of PC games from classic to modern, and throughout time, there's been some standout games that impressed me. That being said, I am a tough critic, and when you've played as wide of a variety of games from as wide of a time frame as I have, you'll get a mixed bag of recommendations from me, be it a text adventure from the 1980s to a recent indie game. You never know what I'll suggest. That being said, today we're going to talk about 10 more games you should check out on the PC. Let's begin. It goes without saying that I adore House of the Dead. Out of all of the arcade light gun franchises I've messed with growing up, this is the one that stuck. And bear in mind, I dropped a shit ton of coins in a Silent Scope, Time Crisis, Virtua Cop, tons of them. House of the Dead was the best, period dot. Being that this is the third installment of the franchise, I actually remember playing this in the arcade. Remember my Yoshio story? Yeah, that was the first time I played this. Now bear in mind, this is the PC port, so the reloading aspect of the arcades where you pump the shotgun, that's gone, but that's fine. The game itself is tremendous fun, and it picks up as a direct sequel 21 years after the events at the Curian Mansion that we see in the original game. Also, one of the things that I also like about it is that there aren't any civilians, so you can literally just annihilate anything you see with zero regards for where your bullets go. Now, there are rescue scenes, but that's only for your partners, and you get an extra life if you save your partner, that's it. The most recent game in this franchise was House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, but it's one of those shithole Dave & Buster games, so I don't know if I'll ever play it. I don't tend to go there very often. Valve has made tons of games, many of which I loathe, and just as many that I love. They're a studio that can make me rage one minute and applaud the next, but one thing I'll always respect about Valve is their obsession with doing things differently. They don't just make games, they kind of make experiments. Every title feels like they're testing what's possible, whether it's physics, storytelling, or just how far they can push a single mechanic, until you get so tired of it your brain melts. Portal is the perfect example of that. It's a game built entirely around one idea, the portal gun, and somehow that's all it needed. You're literally solving puzzles with teleportation and momentum, and it's glorious. It's like if physics class was fun, sarcastic, and occasionally tried to kill you. The simplicity is its genius. No combat, no filler, just brain-bending creativity and the most passive-aggressive AI since your high school math teacher. Then came Portal 2, and that's where Valve said, cool, now let's get weird. The sequel cranked everything up, more puzzles, more tools, and more personality. Gels that bounce you across rooms, lasers that burn your soul, and Wheatley, the dumbest, most lovable robot in existence. The writing in Portal 2 is peak Valve. Witty, dark, and self-aware without being pretentious. GLaDOS is still the queen of sarcasm. Wheatley's chaos energy steals the show, and somehow you end up emotionally attached to a piece of potato hardware. It's creative, funny, and it's mechanically perfect. The kind of game that proves Valve at their best isn't about scale or spectacle, it's about ideas. When they focus on pure gameplay innovation, they hit a level of magic that no other developer quite replicates. Portal and Portal 2, they're not just puzzle games, they're proof that clever design and great writing can make you feel something, even if that something is confusion, followed by, holy crap, I did it. I'm a huge fan of Sierra games, and inevitably you will see most of this particular franchise on my lists. Why? Because they were pioneers of quality adventure games. They bridged the gap from text adventures to ones with some semblance of visuals. Way back when, the high-res adventures were blowing the minds of anyone with an Apple II. So here we are now in 1985, continuing the adventures of Sir Graham. Well, King Graham now. In the first game, we're challenged to find 3 treasures that were stolen, but if you paid attention to the game, Graham can find a mirror that shows a beautiful lady in a faraway land. As with most members of the male species of humanity, he gets horny and goes to Kalima to find the young woman in the mirror. And that's your plot. There's a lot of trading in this game and a bridge that fucks you over. But would it be a Sierra game if there wasn't nonsense ways to softlock your game? I think not. This is a great game, and if you want to dabble with the early history of the adventure genre, this is a great start. The most recent game was an episodic breakdown simply called King's Quest, which was developed by The Odd Gentleman, and it's a reimagining of the first few games. It's really cool. Let's stay on the topic of Sierra with Mickey's Space Adventure. Way back when, Sierra actually had the license to create Disney video games. I learned that from my conversation with Al Lowe that I had a while back, which if you haven't watched it, I'll link part 1 in the description below and at the end of this video. But in the video, he spoke about he and a few others were essentially the identity for any Disney game that was on the Apple II. Now this one, Mickey's Space Adventure, was designed by Roberta Williams, composed for by Al Lowe, and the art was designed by Mark Crow and a few others. Mark Crow would be the person who worked with Scott Murphy to create Space Quest. Now this game is simple. You basically have a UFO crash land by Mickey's house, and you have to travel to various locations with your dog Pluto to recover crystals. But be careful, you have limited oxygen. This game is designed for kids, so expect it to be for kids. But as an adult, I kind of enjoyed it. I love outer space. I think it's obvious by now, but the topic of space intrigues me tremendously, and while I'll never see the planets in person, there exists a wonderful little simulator that lets you explore the cosmos, and that's a game called Universe Sandbox. It's barely a game. To be honest, it's more of a sandbox in outer space, create and destroy kind of thing. But when I was writing my book, which by the way is being edited right now, thank you to everyone who inspired me to finish it, by the way, I would use this program to visually see the planets. Again, it's not much of a game, but if you like tinkering with interstellar objects, this is a great time. Plus, you can play it in VR if you want to. And again, I am working on my book right now. It is finished. However, we are editing it. I want to make sure everything is perfect because I'm a stickler for perfection. At some point, it'll be out, and I'll let you know as soon as that happens. This is a Sierra heavy list, isn't it? You'll probably see another one on here. I just really enjoy Sierra games. They cared back then, long before they were acquired and ripped into what they are now. But this game, it is odd. Have you ever played Myst? If you have, you know that Myst is 100% one of those games where you have to sit down and really think. You need to use that gray matter to deduce what to do, because the game will not give you any advice other than the first note you find on the ground. Lighthouse is basically Sierra's Myst, if that makes sense. We start off at our house in Oregon. We have extremely strange neighbors that dabbled in the buffoonery, so much so that they unleashed a dark being, and that's all I'll say. This game can be frustrating, but to me, I had a blast playing it. If you enjoy Myst, you'll love this game. And if you don't, you probably won't. This game surprised me. I legit thought it was going to be some shithole bargain bin PC title I'd uninstall faster than it took to load. But man, let me tell you, Deathdrome rocks. It's technically billed as a third-person shooter, but don't buy that marketing fluff. This is a full-blown vehicular combat game at its finest. You're thrown into the year 2057, a dystopian future where prisons are so overcrowded that the government's bright idea is to host a televised death match between inmates. Win, and you walk free. Lose, you die. The result is Twisted Metal meets Running Man, with industrial arenas, screaming metal soundtracks, and weapons that make every kill feel earned. You'll boost, dodge, and strafe through chaotic death pits while announcers cheer your brutality, and it's awesome. The sense of speed, the atmosphere, the raw underground sport energy, it all works. Honestly, I went in expecting trash, but Deathdrome turned out to be a hidden gem from the DOS era that deserves way more love. It's gritty, it's stupidly fun, and it makes you feel like you're part of a late-night cable broadcast that probably got banned after one episode. This was actually Zipper Interactive's first game, the same folks who found their niche with SOCOM. Yeah, SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Or if you're a PS3 gamer, you might recall MAG. That was an epic game as well. This is our final Sierra game, I promise. This one's an oldie too. Back in the day, Sierra adventure games always had the word quest slapped at the end of them. Police Quest, Space Quest, King's Quest, even Quest for Glory, it was just their shtick. This entry serves as direct sequel to the original, In Pursuit of the Death Angel, where we once again play as Sonny Bonds, now escorting the villain from the last game to prison, when of course he escapes. Cue another manhunt through the underbelly of Leiden, this time with higher stakes, more realism, and a serious tone that tried to replicate actual police procedure, down to checking your weapon before you leave the locker room. Unlike the goofy tone of Leisure Suit Larry or Space Quest, Police Quest 2 takes itself extremely seriously. You'll investigate crime scenes, file reports, call for backup, and even radio in traffic stops. Miss one step, and the game kills you faster than a bad decision in a King's Quest swamp. It's methodical, it's punishing, but it's also oddly satisfying once you start to think like a cop instead of a player. And I can see where people think it's outdated. Typing "put gun in holster" every 5 minutes gets old, but for the time, it was one of the most grounded adventure games out there. It felt like the kind of game your dad would play if he wanted to pretend that he was on an episode of Cops. Now this is a recent game for me, and I'm eternally grateful to have completed it and actually enjoyed it, because I cannot fucking stand Half-Life 1. Sue me! To me, it was not a fun game. But the sequel? Absolute banger. It follows up directly from the events of Half-Life 1, and the character we play as, Gordon Friedman, awakes from stasis on a train leading to City 17, where there's tons of bullshit going on. We meet familiar faces such as Barney the Guard or Dr. Isaac Kleiner, and a gang of other nerds going up against the Combine, doing tons of bullshit gimmicks that only a mother and Valve could love. But the good news is, for as long as the game felt, I was engaged every step of the way, which is something I can't say for most games that keep me in my chair longer than I need to be. The music, the ambiance, the weapons, the characters, everything felt right. The most recent game in the franchise was Half-Life Alyx. Now why is that? Well, I'll be honest with you. Valve is allergic to the number 3. True story. Alex is a VR game and it's a bridge arc between Half-Life 1 and 2. True story. So if you feel like checking it out, check it out. You know, this game is stupid. It's stupid, and I love it. I can't say that there are many games that last literally less than 60 seconds that didn't cause me to have a coronary. This one, it made me laugh the whole time. The game is exactly what you think it is. It's a 10-second long running game where we go through the entire gospel and save humanity in 10 seconds. The controls are simple. Arrow keys make you run, spacebar makes you do, and I quote, Jesus things. The game originated as a flash game on Newgrounds, and the reason it was made was because the creator had a project to do. The theme of the project was experimental gameplay under 10 seconds, so Run Jesus Run was created. Mole Industria has created tons of unique games that stem from political perspectives, so if you enjoy that, you might actually enjoy their games. And that's it for today's episode. What did you think of this list? Are there any games that you suggest people check out on the PC? Feel free to let the community know down in the comments below. Speaking of our community, if you made it to the end of this episode, you're already home with us. We're a gathering of video game enthusiasts that love to remember when life was just a little bit easier to live. And if you align with that, feel free to subscribe. Finally, the single most important thing you could do for me is to hit that thumbs up button, as it directly impacts the visibility of the videos and the projects that I work on every single day. As always, from my family to your family, good energy, good vibes. Fortifire out. I've played a lot of PC games from classic to modern, and throughout time, there's been some standout games that impressed me. That being said, I am a tough critic, and when you've played as wide of a variety of games from as wide of a time frame as I have, you'll get a mixed bag of recommendations from me, be it a text adventure from the 1980s to a recent indie game. You never know what I'll suggest. That being said, today we're going to talk about 10 more games you should check out on the PC. Let's begin. It goes without saying that I adore House of the Dead. Out of all of the arcade light gun franchises I've messed with growing up, this is the one that stuck. And bear in mind, I dropped a shit ton of coins in a Silent Scope, Time Crisis, Virtua Cop, tons of them. House of the Dead was the best, period dot. Being that this is the third installment of the franchise, I actually remember playing this in the arcade. Remember my Yoshio story? Yeah, that was the first time I played this. Now bear in mind, this is the PC port, so the reloading aspect of the arcades where you pump the shotgun, that's gone, but that's fine. The game itself is tremendous fun, and it picks up as a direct sequel 21 years after the events at the Curian Mansion that we see in the original game. Also, one of the things that I also like about it is that there aren't any civilians, so you can literally just annihilate anything you see with zero regards for where your bullets go. Now, there are rescue scenes, but that's only for your partners, and you get an extra life if you save your partner, that's it. The most recent game in this franchise was House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, but it's one of those shithole Dave & Buster games, so I don't know if I'll ever play it. I don't tend to go there very often. Valve has made tons of games, many of which I loathe, and just as many that I love. They're a studio that can make me rage 1 minute and applaud the next, but one thing I'll always respect about Valve...
Alright, sorry, I had to be dad and tell the kids to go to bed. Nobody wants to do that, you know, on Halloween night, but it is, they gotta do it. I know you hate Golden Axe, but did win best. Yes, I know. Trust me, I know. I don't think it's a horrible game, it's just not for me, you know. Alright, here we go. Priority Shuffler. Alright, so obviously, the only thing that we're not going to be able to choose is the active RPG, because we're in an active RPG stop right now. Let me get it going. Jesus, everybody's nutting. Let me go ahead and do this. Priority Shuffler. Alright, now you can do it. For everybody on YouTube, if you are a member, that means you got a star next to your name. You're a subscriber. The channel costs like 99 cents. You get this automatically. Otherwise, give me a number between 1 and 20, and as long as you don't go over that number, you'll be in for this little drawing here. Make sure you hit nut if you're watching on Twitch, that way you can choose what we do for next week. Just a reminder, we do not have any hacks, we do not have any DLCs. However, we do have a mod, Revenge, and a few other things. Nut. Oh, there you go. You don't need to put the nut over there. I gotta update this though. We are on Genre Gauntlet. That's the current project, and we are taking on fighting games, which I'm very excited for. Fighting games. That project is going to expire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. On November 28th of this year. What's isometric? You could always, if you have the cards to do it, you could always request it. Also, what's up, Secret Boss? How are you? All right, here we go. We're gonna do a RNG real quick to see if Twitch goes first or if YouTube goes first. And it's gonna be YouTube. Old Man Sim, you're the only one who took part in this, so go ahead and choose the first one. Overrides. Alrighty. Got overrides. Old Man Sim on Twitch. This could be very one-sided, I can already tell. Projects. All right, Old Man Sim on YouTube. Revenge games, we can do that. Then back to Twitch. Secret Boss. Choose from the 3 that remain. Same old deal. Hacks and mods. Hacks are basically just ROM hacks of classic video games. Mods involve external programming, if that makes sense. For example, like WADs fall under mods, if that makes sense. ROM hacks usually cease to exist after the 16-bit era, because it's just, you know what I'm saying. Alright, mods. We do have one. It's Resident Evil 2 Half-Life mod. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, Old Man. We got 2 more, hacks or DLC. Both of which we have neither of, so it doesn't really matter, but your choice. Alright, DLC and hacks. Alright, this is what our week's gonna look like next week. Next week is the start of this one, right? So it'll be... Yeah, week 1. So it's gonna be, we're gonna be moving to week 1, which is AABBS. So right now we don't have any overrides, so we're gonna go to project. We have 3 overrides, but I can't afford any of them. And with us being in an RPG stop, we're not gonna fall back on anything from Franchise Frenzy because that's where the RPG stop currently is. So project will be B, and then our wildcard Wednesday will be Revenge. Now I will say on Sunday we're doing a special stream with Divine Shadow. We're doing, it's the long drive. We're going to be doing that Sunday afternoon, so yeah, this Sunday. I'm not streaming on Saturday. I have no reason to do a makeup, but just so y'all know, that's how that's looking. Genre Gauntlet, we're doing fighting. It's going to be interesting. I'm curious to see how that pans out. I have really complicated systems. I get it. I'm just a boy. Alright, we're fully healed. Good to go. So our next journey is going to bring us pretty far away, so we might want to do some grinding. He's going to play games. Yeah, I'm going to play games. This is going to be fun. Yo, it's 24/15 here. It's now your 42nd birthday. Happy birthday, Contra Fighter. 42 years, 42 glorious years. That's epic, man. I'm glad to hear that. One thing you should know about Genesis games is their hardcore arcade design test your skills to the extreme. I guess. If I had to choose between Sega and Genesis, I'd probably choose, or SNES and Genesis, I'd probably choose the Super Nintendo. I think their stories are better. Let's see. Let's go ahead and fight the Magician, Fireball, the Big Cobra, and we'll just let it ride with the other two. There's some extremely difficult games on the Super Nintendo. I wouldn't, you know, close that off. Like the 7th Saga. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Jeremy? How are you? Did you have a good Halloween? Alright, I'm gonna pull up the map on my little fancy Kindle here, see if we can make heads or tails of what we need to do. Alright, Dragon... Warrior... 2... Maps. If I can get a solid map on this and kind of like visualize what we need to do, this will be perfect. Okay, so it looks like there's a bridge west of whatever tower we're at. We got a pretty far ride to go. Genesis games are arcade style, SNES games are story driven, which is totally fine. I think I prefer story driven games. I mean, to be fair though, there are like certain Super Nintendo arcade games I just can't stand. Like Mortal Kombat. No matter how it's spun, I'm not a big fan of it. Alright, let's Inferno it. There we go, wipe him out. That's such a good spell. That'll do us so good. Now, if things get too hairy, we'll just cast a return spell and we'll be in good hands. But we are going to the Dragon's Horn, which we can get to by going... Is it above the... Okay, so it's under here. But either way, the grinding will be helpful to us. I know you're fucking lying. No effect? That's bullshit. By the way, I am working on 10 worst NES franchises. That episode is probably going to be the next one. I'm working on 3 episodes, 3 key episodes right now, one of which is a pretty heavy hitter, so I kind of had to take my time with it. Damn, I misunderstood the other day. I thought fucking with overrides was going to mess up the RPG. No, not at all. I tried to make it simple. I know that my rules are convoluted and stuff. It ultimately depends on where the RPG stop originates. And in the case of this one, it originates from Franchise Frenzy, so. Alright, what are you locking? Castlevania? Alright, so we got an RPG lock in progress for Castlevania. So that's going to be franchise lock for CV. Alright, that is now locked. So basically, anytime we have an override day, it's going to be Castlevania, which is now going to be our new B day with Project being W, Wildcard Wednesday. Revenge is out. I think we left off with Castlevania Bloodlines on the Genesis. So that's what we're going to be picking up with. And I think right around the corner is Symphony of the Night, which I am very excited to play. That's a good one. gonna go. Nope, fuck off. This is inactive. And we have a franchise lock. Expires 2 weeks from tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So November 14th. And that'll be this day. Easy. No, you're not messing shit up, I promise. I mean, we might go into negative progression for the... That's what's gonna suck. If we go negative progression for, for the project, we have to choose what's more important, the RPG stop or the... You know what I'm saying? The good news is we can break the RPG stop once we beat this. Another one of those monolith tunnels. Hi. When in need, visit the Houses of Healing. I already knew that. Well, the thing is, there's a certain point where I don't emulate anything, and I think that's getting pretty close to with the Lords of Shadows games. Even Mike at BabyGN now prefers Genesis games to the challenge in action. He's always been SNES biased. I don't like Mike. Mike's a racist fuck ass. I don't. No, thank you. Ooh, this gonna hurt. Hopefully this wipes him out. Pretty close. What's up, Nick? Oof. Oof. There we go. Oh! Hell yeah! You're good? I'm glad to hear that. That was a good fight. We've done good for grinding, I think. Yeah, Mike did a... Do you like Jamesy? I like James. Just Mike Matei is always... Just never been a big fan of him. What we got? I don't know if that would work. I mean, we're in an RPG stop. Let's see. Let's check the, let me check the rules for RPG stop real quick. An RPG stop occurs when there are 5 stacked RPGs due to the channel. The formula for this includes the active select JRPG and then 4 from the respective project we're working on. Example, Star Ocean is available to play, but have 4s. Back to Franchise Frenzy. RPG stop is announced. When an RPG stop is announced, all priorities are suspended outside of Fridays. Look at you. Look at you. You skirted in the gray area. Hell yeah. You read the fine print. Alright, let me get a save state here. Cool beans. Alright, looks like we're playing some... Whatever. What is it? Castlevania Bloodlines. Yeah, it's Friday. So, it matters. It counts. Flip projects and overrides. Yeah, I can do that. Overrides. project. Gotta figure out which one is this. There we go. Alright, so this will be B, and then overrides will be on Wednesday. Sounds good. Be honest, the only reason Mike Matei was anything.
Old Nansen would get pegged by the Queen of Blades and like it the whole time.
Jesus Christ, the whole time? I do have to eat a bean. Give me a second. I'm just a boy! Give me a fucking second. Damn! Alright, let me go ahead and get this thing. Do you like Bloodlines? Honestly, I didn't make it far enough to really judge it yet. But so far, I did. I think I was playing as Eric, or whoever the guy is with the spear. Give me a second. Alright, Twitch. Creator dashboard. How do I... There's... Stream manager. Turn me off so don't hear me. Fuck you. Prediction. Start prediction. Alright, will the bean be good or bad? You got 2 minutes to guess. Gotta find the beans. There they are. Kids ran off with them. It is very difficult. Absolutely. I mean, I beat Rondo of Blood. That's a good one. My favorite, though, was Castlevania Chronicles so far. I mean, it's the most definitive version of the first one, so. Hell yeah, brother. Alright, let's go ahead and double check something real quick. Let's see, make sure that is where we're at for Castlevania. I'm pretty sure it is. Castlevania. Alright, we beat Castlevania, Vampire Killer, yes, 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 yes. So, we're not playing Symphony of the Night next, we're playing Dracula X next, which is the SNES version of Rondo of Blood. And it is just as hard, just as fucking irritating. It's also incredibly expensive. That's like a $300 game. Stupid expensive. Alright, ROMs, Genesis... Castlevania Bloodlines. Here we go. Such a good game. All right, what we got for votes? Yeah, no, it's like stupid. How far do you feel like you're in Dragon Warrior 2? Not far enough. Maybe like 10%. The thing about Dragon, and you've played Dragon Warrior, so you know. Dragon Warrior is like 80% grinding, 20% story. Period. So like once you're grinded to where you need to be, you just kind of finish the game. Alright, we got 57% good, 43% bad. The bean is black or rubber. It's like eating a straight NASCAR tire. God. Alright, one player start. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna go with Eric again because that's who we were playing. We gotta relearn how to play this game because I know that there's like certain things that he can do. This game's really pretty for Genesis games. Poke. Alright, there's like... There we go. Oh, the screen is kind of offset, isn't it? Let me fix that for y'all. It changes with every single game we play. Alright, so I will edit this one to be a little bit better. There we go. That's because Konami has actual wizards that make music. And they do such a good job. Alright, we gotta remember, this is Genesis, so we have a 3-button controller. And I am save stating, because I can. Alright, so... That's such a weird... Come here, you. Oh, you can tell if you can break things! Wow! Now I have a flaming stick of doom. Does that could last forever, or? I'm cranking this up. Those are some good sounds. Bum, bum. We got holy water. A lot of power-ups in this. Holy shit, hello! Jesus. Whoa. Oh no, the glass hurts? Hell yeah, brother. You gonna give me an orb or anything? No, that was just like a mini boss? I don't know. I don't remember if there's any continues. Oop, there might be something hidden here. Is it health? Cool, Jack and/or shit. Love to see it. Is that blood gonna hurt me? No, it's just gross. I will say playing as Eric is kind of tough because... Oof. I mean, shit, I don't know what you expected me to do. I'm dead. Oh, I had to hit all 4 of them. Okay, cool. Even though you can stab down? Yeah. There's tons of stuff you can do in this game. The question is, how do I handle this, guys? Because they're fast. There we go. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Alright, where are we going? Down? That'll do it. Probably gonna respawn though, knowing them. It's Castlevania. Wow! So cool! The goriest Castlevania of them all, I believe it. Damn. Put that ball down. Alright, there might be health over here. Yay. The Genesis was awesome. What do we got here? Oh, shit. Shit. Chill. There's your bone dragon. I think we got a boss around the corner. Hello? Damn, you thick. Oh shit! Can't tell from. Stabby little footsies. Get out of my face. Nice. Good timing. That was stage 1-1 and I'm getting into a fight already?
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Jesus Christ. If you do go into the retro business, I get first dibs on games I'm looking for, okay? Oh, look at this cool water. Yeah, that was the password. Man, fuck you, game. Knockback physics? Brother, come on. Alright, what does death mean for me? Yeah, I understand that. Was there a continue? Limited continues. Alright, we're gonna load our save. I get 3 save state loads before it becomes an officially stated run. That was my first one. I don't want to waste any of my continues yet. That's some mean knockback physics. It's not even that deep of water, brother. Get the fuck off me, bro. Dude's drowning in knee-deep water. Ankle deep water. Oh shit. Said I'll be your bitch. He wants. Oh shit. It's an auto scroller. You gotta warn me about these things. Can't just whip out auto scrollers on me. He wants out the pawn business and loves collects retro, so I'm like, dude, let's do it. Sit out, be your bitch, and make videos for it. Hell yeah. So I can't destroy those, they just exist? Cool. Do I have to make a decision on which way to go? Why am I fighting enemies that aren't even on the screen yet? That's a problem. That's not cool. Don't do that. Some buffoonery. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be angry. Can I get health? Who are you? Dude, I don't stand a fucking chance. Oh, he's raising the water. I'm gonna drown. Get fucking bent, dude. Are you serious? So he's the reason the whole stage is flooding? Can I have that orb? No? Okay, cool. Don't trust that bird. Shit. Eric's a very flexible character. Oh, there's more than one. Okay. I didn't know you had friends. Jesus. Got a friend with guns. Ah! Damn. So if I was to continue, where do I leave off from? Is it exactly that, or are we restarting the stage? Okay, that's not too terrible. Save here. But I don't have any whip upgrades. Don't touch me! Fucking birds, man! Brother, what? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Okay. Alright, this is gonna probably be a stated run. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're making this a state run. That's fine. I have neither the patience nor... No. Face the other way, you dingus! Alright, brother's coming. He was one hit away from dying. Go away. What in the fuck kind of level design is this? Is that not something I can land on? Alright, we got Medusa heads now. Where are we going? There's a real reliance on auto-scrollers on this one, and that kind of irritates me. Whew. We got a face. Hello? Oh. That man probably paid a lot of money for that statue, Eric. Oof. Dude, I'm loving the scenery effects of this. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's manufactured difficulty, which I'm not a big fan of. Wait, they can breathe underwater? Since when could Minotaurs breathe underwater? Since when was that ever a thing? It wasn't. It's never been a thing. Fuck you. Where's the wall chickens, bro? It's been forever. What in the fuck are you? How's it feel not to be 20,000 feet tall anymore? You jumping? Damn, man. Oh my god, are you serious? Place Spy has 3 next. Alright, where did we load our save from here? Okay. Now time to drown, yeah. Because being underwater for more than a millisecond equals death in this game. That's so stupid. Does this actually do anything? Or is this just fancy looking? Whew. It's one way to dodge things that come your way, huh? The old Mega Man pause trick. Oh. Alright, so as long as we don't get... Oh, fuck's sake. I mean, where do you want me to go? Whew. Oh my god, it was either the toe of doom or the rock falling from the sky of doom. There we go. Damn, it's graphic for what it is. I'd have been pissed if that rock caused damage to me. I'd have been so mad. Can I heal? Indeed I can. Yay, a ball! Wonder if it's 9 stages. Usually the... Ooh, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Why are we here? Yo, that bird's got tits. That's weird. Ain't no harpy I've ever seen. Yo, is that man just straight up picking up a pillar and whacking me with it? Fuck out of here. It's my bird stick. Up! Leaning Tower of Piss. Let's go. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty and I hate it. You kind of got to choose your battles here. Let's go up the stairs, fuck it. Hello? Are you impeding my forward progress with programming? Bullshit! Are you serious? Programming should have kicked in there. That's some nonsense, man. We got mummies. They're weird raps. How do I get over here? Cool. How am I supposed to make that jump? And I still took damage from that. There's no, like, run button. How am I supposed to do that? I'm just gonna go to the top of the tower. Fuck it. Maybe whatever Belmont we play in this game can jump better? I don't... Get poked. So the thing that sucks is that you can't really aim where that jump goes. So, it is what it is. Is that Baphomet? What's he doing here? Spicy noodle. Get shit on. What is... Why is there such a dependency on auto-scrollers in this? There's absolutely... Thanks for the damage boost. I didn't need it. Appreciate it, though. I can jump vertically just fine. So I'm pretty sure the Leaning Town of Pisa doesn't rock this much. Konami never going to Italy, apparently. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where do I go? Where do I go? There's no platforms. Maybe. But if it's the end of the stage, then the fucking stage should have stopped auto-scrolling. Like every other Castlevania that has an auto-scroller in it. Oh, looks like I got the mirror. Yeah, apparently you go with the opening on the left, which makes no sense, but okay. Did he just whack me with his head wrap? That's insane. He is. It's like they mummified the past Belmonts. Oh, fuck off. Another auto-scroller. How many more? This is irritating. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game's still gonna get a wonderful grade. Because it's not a bad game. It's just it's an inflated difficulty because of the auto-scrolling. It's not G tier to me. It's more A tier, I guess. Now we're auto-scrolling to the left, as if I had any time to prepare for that. While these fucking nerds are coming after me. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Ooh, what we got here? Oh shit. Okay, so he's shooting his balls at me. Let me guess, if I fall off the edge, I die. Oh wow! This game is a tough one. I think it's awesome. If it got rid of the damn, like, this is a smart fight. This is cool. Gotta dodge his balls. And avoid getting thrown directly off the fucking... So I can't do anything about that then? Controls are very stiff. This feels more like an ActRaiser fight. We are using save states because I like Castlevania games and I don't like struggling through them, so we're having fun. Can I shoot his balls? No? No, you can't shoot the balls. You just gotta hope and pray you don't get hit by them. So what's the fucking point, man? The John Morris whip is more fluid to control, I believe it. Brother, fuck off. Yeah, this whole like little novelty trick of doing this number, it works a few times, then it stops working. Hello? Where are we going? What are we doing? Ooh. Okay. Got him. Hell yeah. Walk off the edge and die and lose a life. You won't. Welcome back. Took you over 20 tries to beat that bat? I believe it. That's a hard one. I mean, for the most part, the enemies that we've fought so far, they've had a predictable pattern. It's just a matter. Nazis? Hello? Why didn't that kill you? Fuck off. Okay, so one thing I'm not a huge fan of that's happening in this game is that you don't really get enough power-ups. Hey, I also can't aim upwards on a stair. It's like it's taking too much. Adolf Dracula? I hope so. It'd be fucking hilarious. Where's the wall chickens? I'm in Germany. Give me... Yeah, okay, cool. Give me, like, wall schnitzel, something. Where are these bones coming from? Face the right way, please. Oh, how nice of you to finally give it to me. Just to take it away, probably, knowing you. What's that? Oh. Looks like we're traveling through Europe to get to Transylvania. He's taking the long way there. He's taking the scenic route. I'm waiting for the auto-scroller level to kick in. You know it's going to be here. Why are we in the inside? Oh, now we're in a clock tower. Getting some Castlevania 3 flashbacks here. Oh, you're the ones that come back to life. Oh my god! If the slowdown wouldn't happen. Oh my god! Slow down, please! It's the Genesis. The slowdown shouldn't be happening. There's only one excuse for that, and it's that you tried too much. Whew. Swear to God. Always gotta have a clock level. I mean, it's Germany. They make good clocks, right? Physics? Okay. Yo, Frankie's big! Frankie got thick, man. That was a mini boss? Fuck's the big boss? What happened? Did the clock kill me? Oh shit, damn. Okay, so we're safe right there. Damn, that was a cheap hit for me. That's a awesome. Oh, it's a blade? Are we sure it's a blade? Oh, it is a blade. Why? Why is there a blade? Just looks like a clock piece to me. What the fuck are you? Now how is this gonna work? You want me to jump on it? No, it's a blade. Brother, how in the fuck am I supposed to get past there? Oh my god. I have no clue what to do right here. Like this? Hey, whatever works, works, right? Wait, isn't Transylvania in Romania? Why are we taking the longest fucking pit stop ever? All that effort. For what? Now, I do have work in the morning, so we can't stay up all night. Shit, man. Yeah, how does this work? Like, what is this? Outside clock gears? I am in Germany right now. So the game starts off in the ruins of Dracula's castle, but you don't... Is Dracula on fucking vacation? Like, what's the gimmick here? Oh, you know what? I bet we're going to fight that sorceress. That's probably going to be the final boss. But she'll probably resurrect Dracula, so... What the fuck is this? Well, okay, what are these? Okay, we just walk to the right. I'm sorry, what is this? I don't even know what this dude's weak spot is. What's the weak spot? I don't... Is it the ball? What? Also, why is this doing fuck all for damage? This is kind of a wishful thinking kind of boss, isn't it? Okay, Why is like 0 fucking damage happening to him with a sub weapon? I feel spited by the game right now. Okay, I see. So this. Hello? Strats. Holy shit, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Hello? Got him. Hell yeah! Versailles Palace, France. Okay, is this where the dancing people are? Dude, these tunes slap. I think this is my favorite song in the thing so far. Thank you, Jesus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, you bitch! That's what that does? It makes me go backwards. Fuck that. Whoa, blood water. Dude, this stage is fucking mean. Really mean stage. Okay, I'm taking way too much mandatory damage. I don't like it. That guy's butt cracks out. He's wearing a shirt. That means he's butt naked. Go away. Go away, evil dudes. Oh, that'll do it. Strats. There we go. Ah! Chandeliers! Strats. Damn, man, where's the chandelier when you need one? Oh, this is the axe throwers. They got big. They grew up. Talk about a glow up, huh? I get hit by one more goddamn chandelier, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's not what I want to be worried about. Chandeliers. Who are you? That's cool. Oh god. Jesus Christ. What's up, Gas Mask? How are you? Playing Castlevania Bloodlines. A game that is very confusing to me. Alright, we'll take the jewels. Jewels are important. Hells yeah. That's how we do this.
Yo, dude!
What's up, E-Luck Lover? How are you? Alright, what's up, that dude? Jesus Christ. Gotta poke him with my stick. There we go. Oh, so do I have choices on where I can go backwards? Wow. How progressive. Thanks! Hell yeah. Is this the easier path or what? That's a lot of cool paths you can take in this game. That's incredible replayability. Fleeman! No, you don't. I refuse. Jesus. Oh, you don't like the Fleeman? What do we have going on here? Oh, I don't like this one bit. I don't like this one bit. One fucking bit. Stop it right now. Let me go. I don't like that. Oh, okay. Such a Sega Genesis fight, that. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween to you! Ooh, archers. Okay. That's new. Hammerman? Are you like the hammer ogre things? Yo, brother, you chill the fuck out with that squeaky hammer attack of yours. What's that? He's on a hoverboard. He's beating his meat off. Whoa, Gatling gun. I was about to say, when is someone gonna figure out firearms? Learn that the hard way. Oh shit, oh shit. Hello? What? What? What am I actively fighting here? Bubbles? Oh, it's the urn. I'm fighting the urn. Okay. Do you start first shift yet? I mean, I've done first shift before, but I'm on second. There we go. Alright. I've seen Costello, Abbott and Costello. I know the joke. Oh, that's not the boss? We're fucked. I have no health. What's up, Rippy? How are you? Dilly can't be pissed to give me any health. Who's that? Marie Antoinette? Alright, what's her gimmick? I'm about to find out and it's gonna hurt. Oh god! It's Mothra! Yeah, okay, I knew that was coming, so I wanted to save. Is that any way? No, there's no help. Serves you right. Is there? I don't think there's gonna be any way. This is like a mandatory damage thing, isn't it? I guess that'll do it. Oh. Don't do it. I died from a poop egg. She pooped an egg out at me. Okay, so that one definitely goes all the way. Why do sub-weapons do fuck all in this game? They don't work. I don't like that. Hello? Just take the death. It's stupid. Okay, thank you. I love fighting enemies that are just ever so slightly out of reach. Really turns me the fuck on. Are you invincible right now or something? Thank you. Hell yeah. Prosperpina. Oh, final stage? I was gonna wrap up, but I mean, if this is the... No, I gotta have discipline. Okay, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I do have work. I have work tomorrow, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up for today. But when we do pick up on Override Night again, we're gonna be on the last level of this. We'll then play Castlevania X. Then we'll play Symphony of the Night, and we'll keep going down that road with Castlevania Legends, Castlevania on Nintendo 64, Legacy of Darkness. It's going to keep going on all the way until we get up to the Wii, which will be Castlevania Judgment. All right, at that point, that is a no emulate. I will try to collect them to the best of my ability, but that probably won't happen anytime soon. For everybody watching on YouTube, I do have a few videos that I am trying to put out. The big one is 10 of the worst NES franchises, in my opinion. It's going to be a hot topic. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to talk about. For everybody who is over on Twitch, feel free to check out my YouTube. It's really, really awesome. And I guess the other way as well, if you're on YouTube, feel free to check out my Twitch. If you want to guide the raid, feel free to do so at this time. Otherwise, we're going to find somebody playing a Genesis game. Let's see. Anybody doing Genesis or Castlevania? That's another big one right there. We got Sarconius is playing. That looks like it's Genesis. I think it's Bubsy in Sonic. We're gonna go hang out with Sarconius. He's a cool dude. Go give him some love. He's a sweetheart. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. We got somebody actively playing. King of APOC is doing a Castlevania marathon, so I think it's only fair that we send some love to him. APOC is a sweetheart. He's a really cool dude. I've known him for a very long time, and I consider him the subject matter expert on everything Saturn. So if you like Saturn, if you like import gaming, that is the place that you want to go. The next stream, we're going to be playing The Long Drive with Divine Shadow. The active RPG is going to remain Dragon Warrior 2, and then we have a franchise lock for Castlevania, so look forward to seeing a lot of Castlevania coming y'all's way. As always, from my family to your family, good energy, good vibes, Fortify out, keep the flames of hope burning, and the flames of retro gaming burning even stronger. We will be back on Sunday with The Long Drive. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend, and come back on Sunday.